Hey, friends, we can't let others decide how and when we heal. You know who gets to decide that? You got it right. You do. I do. Once you realize that, and once you realize that you do have the power to remedy things from your past or things that people have done to you or the behaviors of others or basically somebody you love, just felt like they were out to get you, or bad relationships, or even like stuff from growing up, right? From our childhood. I know for me, there was a lot from my childhood that I struggled all my life with, and it took me a long time to heal. As a matter of fact, every time that I think I healed, I realized that there was even another layer, and healing's kind of like that. It's almost like the stages, like if you have you skin your knees or you have a bruise. It just doesn't happen overnight, right? There's several layers. There's like a temporary layer on there, the skin, right? You know what I'm talking about. And God forbid you bump that into something else and whoa, it starts bleeding again, right? Does that sound familiar or what? Problem is when you keep ripping off that top layer of skin, it just keeps on bleeding. So, what can we do? What can we do to stop the bleeding? So I read this today from Lewis Howe, Howes. Lewis is Lewis. He's wonderful. Anyhow, he posted this. He says, we could spend our whole lives waiting for someone to apologize or take responsibility for how they hurt us before we decide to let go. But the problem with that scenario is we've made someone else in charge of how and when we heal. Oh God, is that real or what? If we truly want to break a cycle and heal, we have to forget about what the other person is or isn't doing and focus entirely on our process. That's pretty heavy, right? Well, it's a little bit heavy. Yeah, I agree. But the good news is there can be such hope in that. And I'm mainly doing this today and talking to you about healing, really for me. Many times I actually play back my videos and I help me. Is that a weird thing or what? Sometimes, and actually that is the example of what the message is today is to thy own self be the healer. Mm-hmm. Just like I play back my own videos to help me through and think out things, or when I'm feeling like what I'm actually saying in the video, I actually do feel that. I do feel better because I'm talking to me. And that's what maybe you need to. You talking to you. It wouldn't hurt to video yourself. You ever think about that? In fact, I think that's kind of a neat idea. Now you know me, I tell you, put it on YouTube. No. Actually, you should do it, and maybe you want to verbalize all the things that you've wanted to tell somebody all these years, or all these months, or all these minutes, and say it. Say it. Don't say it with rage. Say it with intellect. Say I. Keep saying I feel, not you. I feel, I felt. I felt abandoned. I felt hurt. I felt dismissed. Whatever the adjectives are appropriate, but I felt or feel. See what happens. It might help. It might help in the healing process. But what's really important here is that, friends, we cannot wait to get that apology. We can't wait for that other person to say, "Oh, I really did love you," or "Yes, I was an idiot," or whatever that is. In my case, I waited for years to be acknowledged of what, some of my childhood traumas and, situations that happened to me. And for me, that was like an onion. It was like a peeling process. Every few years, I would peel off a layer, and it all, at first it had gone from being afraid and then ashamed, and then angry, and then just sad. And there's even more layers after that, a ton more layers. Until one day I just said, okay, I allow it. Not that I forgive it, I allow it. And once I allow it, I can rest forward and go forward and say, I allow it. Okay, I allowed, meaning I allow those feelings. It was there. It's been done. Time for me to move forward and move on with my life, because I am not going to let them further damage me by waiting to get retribution, an apology, acknowledgement. I don't know. You fill in the blank. You fill in what you think you want from these people or them or a situation. But waiting for them gives them a lot more control, and I think harms us even more than the actual whatever it was that they may have done to us. I know it sounds like gobbledygooks, right? But not really. Not really. And this is not an easy thing to do. Part of, I think, the human nature psyche is that besides us healing ourselves, we also are we can be self-soothing. Some people actually, it's good if you're self-soothing, because some people just kind of want to be soothed by everyone, and their whole conversation in life revolves around their hurt that they have suffered. Do you know people like that? I do. It's unfortunate, because I actually love them very much. I have many friends who are suffering from something like this. And it could be from a child, it could be from a child's husband or wife, it could be from a husband, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a partner, mother, father, or others. And they just carry it into everything, to the point where no one wants to be around them. And to the point where, as a friend, you not only feel bad that they've gone through this, but now you have to listen each time, and you have to acknowledge, and the pain and the suffering is right there. It's almost like as if, that boo-boo we talked about earlier, that skin scab that you've had on, and it's almost like, see, every time you talk to them, or you see a post on Facebook, see, I've been hurt. Think about that. Sometimes we need a mirror. Sometimes we need someone to say to us, snap out of it. Oh, I love that movie and Cher, right? Moonstruck. Psh. Oh God, I want to do that sometimes to people. I want to do it to me. Oh, my mother used to do it to me. She used to do it to me in high school when I'd go and then cry about something, or I wanted to do something. Snap out of it. I want you to laugh. And I want you to think about how You are the best healer in the whole world. You know you. You know your boo-boos. You know how to put the Band-Aid on. And you know how you kind of have to leave it alone for a little while? So when you can finally take it off, you don't hurt even more than you originally were hurt. And you can do it. I've done it. I still got a couple little boo-boos here and there. Sure. But the big ones, yeah, took me all these years. God, a lot of years, 50, 60 years to, what's the word? Reconcile? I wish I was this smart back when I was stupid. God, sometimes I can't believe how stupid that I think or I am, or just, God, what was I thinking? I don't know. So snap out of it, okay? You are your best healer. Start the healing process today. Hurry up. Hurry up. Fix that boo-boo. I'm here checking on you. Hey, listen, comment below. Let's talk about it. Maybe share with someone else. Maybe you could help someone else too. Maybe share a little bit how maybe you have been able to overcome some of the hurt, or maybe you're still hurting. Hey, we're here for an ear, all right? And don't forget to like and subscribe, all right? Because I want to see you here again. Please like and subscribe. It's free and it will help me